Good morning, everyone. Oops. I have two book reviews today, and both of these books were really, really good. Traitor by Charles Lint. I think I mentioned it before in a previous video. I give this book a 5. It was really good. One weird thing though, on the back, I read the little blurb before. It says Leonard Traitor is a luthier, a maker of guitars, etc. Well, in the book his name is Max, so it's really strange that in the little excerpt and everything he's called Leonard. In the book his name is Max. So I don't know why that was like it was, but anyway, it's a really good book, and like I've heard that most of Charles Lint's are, it's got Celtic myth and magic, and it's got Native American myth and magic in it. It's just really, really a good book, and I can't wait to read more of his. Our library, or I say our library, it's the one nearest to me, which is not all that near, but only has 2 books by him. So I don't know, I'm going to try interlibrary loans and see if I can get some more. I looked on the internet yesterday, and I can go to a library that's 50 miles away and get maybe more of his books, but I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm thinking about using paperback swap and getting some more, or hopefully the interlibrary loan thing will work out. But anyway, as I said before, it's the story of these 2 men, and they inexplicably wake up in each other's bodies one day. And of course one of them, Max, he's a good guy, he's honest, he's hardworking, his life is all in order, but he wakes up in the body of Johnny Devlin, who's just a ne'er-do-well, who goes through his life blaming everybody else for his troubles. He treats everyone badly. He's just dishonest, and anyway, so Max has to try to come to terms with this and straighten out Johnny's life, or do whatever he can to get back into his own life. Anyway, there's so many fascinating characters in this. It's just, the whole story is great. The characters are great. I really like it. I highly recommend this. Apparently Charles Lint is like the creator, or one of the creators, or the foremost creator of urban fantasy. So if you're into urban fantasy, you'll probably really like this book. And then the second book that I finished recently is also by Charles Lint, Waifs and Strays. It's short stories, and I don't know, for whatever reason, usually I'm not too keen about reading a book of short stories. But, oh, look at that. And the cover is so cool. The title is so cool. Anyway, again, it's classic Charles Lint, Celtic, Native American, myth and magic. A lot of different stories. I was going to pick a favorite, but I really couldn't pick a favorite short story in this. They're all good. Some of his characters overlap, so you'll find a couple of characters from Traitor that are also in this, and totally different stories. Anyway, it's real good. I don't know, I give it about a, say, 4.75. I think I'm stingy with my 5s, actually. I don't know. I feel like if I've read a better book, then it can't possibly be a 5. But anyway, I don't know. I'm stingy with my 5s. But yeah, this is a really good one too. If you're into urban fantasy and all that, I highly recommend it. Can't wait to read more of his. What I'm reading now, I just started this. I think I'm only on page 35 or something. I just started it this morning. And it is really good, like everyone else has said. I'm going to enjoy it. I've shown you the inside before, I think, with the strange photos that are part of the story. And the paper on this book is kind of, I don't know, it's really substantial. It's thick, heavy paper, smooth, which is different from most books I tend to get, which is kind of grainy, like whoops, like this. But anyway, I can't wait to get more into this book. And I guess that's about it that I've got for book reviews. But one thing I've really been fascinated with lately, well, not just lately, but native plants and things like that, native food sources. And so I, let's see if you can see this. You see that? These are chiltepin peppers, which grow wild here in South Texas, well, other places too. But these were always around when I was growing up. I mean, everybody had them growing wild in their yard, along fence lines, everything like that. But anyway, this is the first bush that I've seen on this property where we live now. And it's growing just outside my living room window in a flower bed of all things. Came up wild. But I was looking up more about them. We always called them chiltepins when I was growing up. Everybody calls them that, even today. But actually, they're chiltepin peppers. Chiltepin is a different pepper. Chiltepin, you can see these are, let's see, these are small and round. Chiltepins are small, but they're more oblong. Like, think of a tiny miniature jalapeno or something. Still red, still small, but pointy at one end. But chiltepins are the only native North American pepper. And anyway, and chiltepin comes from the Aztec language, Nahuatl, and it means, well, tepin, chiltepin means, derives from the word for flea in the Nahuatl language. So I thought that was really interesting, and I don't know if it's because they're small and round or because they bite. They have on the hotness scale, they're like way at the hot end. They're exponentially more hot than jalapenos, for instance. I mean, they're just off the scale. They're very hot. So I don't know if it's because they bite like a flea, you know, but the heat doesn't last. You know, some peppers, they start off, they're okay, and then the hotness just grows and burns for a long time in your mouth. This is like shockingly hot, but it doesn't last all that long. So they say. I'm not going to try them. But anyway, so I've been picking, or else Matthew has been picking this, you know, this one little pepper bush every day, because it's still got green peppers on it. It's turning red, and I guess I'm going to put them in olive oil and soak them in the fridge and use the olive oil, like maybe with pasta salad or something. It won't be so hot, but I don't want to waste them. I'm going to dry some and use them for seeds and try to get more. But anyway, let's see. Chiltepin was named the official native pepper of Texas in 1997, 2 years after the jalapeno became the official pepper of Texas, but jalapenos aren't native. Okay, and it's the only wild native U.S. chili. Okay. Anyway, to me that's fascinating, and I don't know if I'm boring you with that information or not, but don't feel bad, because I've been boring everyone with it. Everyone I see since my fascination with chiltepins has started, or renewed, I should say, I've been telling this. I think it's fascinating that the word derives from the Nahuatl language. The Aztec influence is still in our area after all these centuries. So anyway, I guess that's all I've got today. I was going to make a book run to the library in the next town. That's the nearest one, but I don't know if I am or not. I've got other things to do today, and I'm going to have to go back to town tomorrow for other things, so I may just wait and do it all tomorrow. But I guess that's all I've got. Thanks for watching. Now if I can figure out how to turn off the camera. See, it's still new to me.